Again, we're going to go to New, More, PIXLR Editor. Hit Create and Share if it's asking you that. Go to PIXLR E and create new. Title it Band Logo, or you can even put your band's name. We're not going to do a background color. Instead, we're going to use an image as the background. And I'm going to find a better image than the one that I had initially. Open image. I'll find it. City. There we go. Bringing it in. We'll add to current. So I've got this is my serving as my background right now. Now I'm going to bring in another image, and that image is saved as Tai Chi. Not Tai Chi, Tai Chi. And add the current. Okay. Now this Tai Chi image, I am going to let's do this. I want this one right here, like horse stances, I believe what they call it. And all the tools around here, you know, they all do something differently. Familiar with the lasso tool. Going to start editing this photo, and to edit it, I am going to use, for starters, use wand select, and I'll hit Command X to cut this guy out. Oh, that looks sweet. Oh, that looks awesome. But if I wanted to paste him somewhere, I go Command V, obviously. And then from there, I could select him and move him around and put him in the sky. Ooh, let's do that with all of them. That is sweet. So while I do that, let me see if there's other features that I can show you. Cutout and mask. Now, I don't know enough about this, but it's basically, I would go, let's say I would use a circle here, and I would cut you out. Huh. That didn't take. Let's go. Well, I'm in the wrong one. That's why. Now the marquee tool is great because I can just highlight over what I wanted to cut out. Command X, cut it out. Command V, paste it, and it has pasted right here. Let me use the select tool and move him around. So that's another way we could use these tools. So now let's say I'm going to use the lasso tool, and I want to cut something out using the lasso tool. And Command X, come on, boy. Command X. Nothing selected. Command X. Oh, because I'm not in. There we go. Command X. Always need to be clicked in the appropriate layer that you're cutting from. And let's go Command V. And so now I pasted it. Now I want to move it. So I'm showing you 3 ways in which you can kind of cut things out. Now the other way, let's start erasing something. So I'm going to enlarge this a little bit. And I'm going to get real specific with my erasing. So using the eraser tool, which is right here, I can get intricate. I'm going to use a brush that has a little bit of softness to it, right? Like a hard brush would look like that. A little bit more forgiving. If you wanted to go for like an ethereal kind of look, like almost you would do something a little bit more like that. So let's see what that actually looks like. If you're cutting out from, let's make sure that we're clicked on the correct image. Tai Chi, here we go. So like that has like almost like a dreamlike or cloud sort of feel to it. And let's play around a little bit more. Well, you can start to play, cloning. So this is basically, I think, what used to be the stamp tool. Draw and copy from other. I think that what they really fixed is this move tool. So right here, I can click and I can drag where I want things to be. But really pay attention to the layers over here and history. If you did something that you don't know how to correct, you use the history to just go back on it. But the history is going to be specific to that image that you played around with. So, right? So this has a large history because we did so many things to this one, this Tai Chi JPEG. So if I go back on it, I mean, there's a lot that has occurred. I can undo, 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 and we get to the point where the whole thing is undone. And it looks like that. Other thing to do, and I did not do it, poor exampling or poor modeling, is I didn't name my layers. Very critical, because if you recall, let's go back to here, I made so many adjustments that I should have labeled all these. So if I click on this, okay, so I would say, this used to be a thing where I could double click and label you. Okay, cool. I'm going to title this Horse Stance. And then it should just, okay, yeah, perfect. And then click out. There's so much to go over. Just play around with it. Have fun with it. It is such a cool program. And yes, if you have any questions, I'm also going to attach a video that a lady that went over kind of all the tools in the toolbar. She didn't do a whole lot with them, and she didn't describe them, but it's a very effective video. And then we didn't even go over layering and all that. There's just way much. All right, signing off.